Guys, welcome back to the Pat Cave. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing from Paragon FX Group, which does movie prop replicas. They're one of the newer companies that I've heard of anyways, but they've been putting out some really cool stuff. This is the first thing that I own from them. I got it on a Black Friday special, so stick around and we're going to get into it right after this. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. This is going to be an unboxing for the Ruby Slippers from the Wizard of Oz from Paragon FX Group. I got these on a Black Friday special, so they were marked down a ton. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought them. I'm a Wizard of Oz fan, of course. I grew up watching that movie. I love the sequel, I think a little bit more, Return to Oz. Although I think they used a different pair of ruby slippers. But I remember seeing some really cool photos of the ruby slippers over the years and the Smithsonian, places like that. And I thought they were just really cool and really striking to look at. And one of the few props people would see that they wouldn't question, like, oh, what's that from? What is this? A lot of times people come over, check out my stuff, and things are a little bit kind of esoteric. They don't know what they are, where they're from. A lot of the stuff I have is from B movies too. Grew up on a lot of that, so this is going to be probably one of the more recognizable things, aside from Baby Yoda probably, I guess, or the Proton Pack from Ghostbusters. Those are some things that stand out a little bit more to people usually. The Scream costume, of course, is one of those things. Yeah, so like I said, this came from Paragon, and I actually don't own anything from Paragon. A friend of mine has just recently bought the little zombie head from Creepshow. I thought about getting that. I might pick it up one point. It's pretty inexpensive. Paragon's replicas, though, the quality seems pretty insanely good. That's the best way to say it. They made the Batman '89 grapple gun. Unfortunately, that's a little bit out of the budget right now to spend on expensive toys for me, but I'd love to get one of those one day. I think they're going to make a Batarang, or maybe they did from the '89 movie too. I know they made a bottle opener, I think, but maybe that's factory entertainment. Either way, I picked these up, and I also ordered they have the Lost Boys blood bottle, which is for anyone that's grew up in the 80s that's seen Lost Boys. It's the wine bottle that they drink from in the movie. It's kind of got like gold leaf and jewels on it, and that's one of the few props you never really see anything about. And when I saw that was announced, I pre-ordered it like, God, maybe like a year ago, I want to say. So that one's been in production, I think, for quite some time, but hopefully I'll get that soon to do an unboxing. I actually bought that, like I said, over a year ago, pre-ordered it, and then this just happened to come up. It was on Black Friday special, so I picked it up. I'm kind of excited, though, because I've never owned anything from Wizard of Oz. You know, I watched that movie a ton when I was a kid, some of my siblings. It's a classic, you know, Yellow Brick Road, and like I said, Return to Oz, I like that one more so. It's a little darker, kind of creepy. The Wheelers, Princess Mombi, my sister's familiar with that nickname. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take these out and show you the packaging, let you know my thoughts. I don't know too much. I'm not an authority on anything from Wizard of Oz, whether the ruby slippers or anything else. I don't know how many other props there was from that movie. I know the Cowardly Lion has the medal that he gets. I know there's a replica of that. I might get that eventually. And I want to say that there was the heart for the Tin Man. I think there might be a replica of that one, but I'm gonna have to double check. If there is, I'll put it, you know, a little picture of it up here and where they're coming from. I want to say they were announced though, and they weren't very expensive. Maybe a different company, but so let me go ahead and get cracking on this thing. You know, it's kind of funny. They put fragile labels all over this thing, and as you can see from this side, it looks like somebody drop kicked it, like that scene from Ace Ventura. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. UPS driver maybe had road rage. Post office, sorry, I stand corrected. Postal worker maybe had some road rage. Yeah, Paragon, I think, was started a few years ago, I want to say. I don't know, I don't know exactly how many years ago. I'm not an expert. I know that one of the members on the RPF that's pretty well known was part of that company. I don't know if he's one of the founders, maybe, but he's definitely involved with it. I know he's pretty well respected among the prop people like myself. So, here. So, we'll do some close-ups of this too in between. So what we've got here looks like a piece of cardboard. And here's the box. So we've got the little corners in there. Like that. All right. Shrink wrapped, just like it should be. We've got a shrink wrapped box here. Piece of tape. And it has some really nice foil stamping on the box here. Got some really nice foil stamping with the Wizard of Oz logo on there. This is a product of WB, according to the back. I think it was part of their Paragon's WB special. Yeah, it has like a metallic foil stamping on the front, which is cool. I think there was, I was looking a little bit into these before I did this unboxing, and I want to say that there was 4 pairs of ruby slippers known to exist, and one of them got stolen, and they recovered them somehow 13 years after the fact, which is good. And there's a pair down in the Academy of Motion Picture Museum, Academy of Motion Picture Sciences Museum, I think it's called, down in LA. And I actually tried going there with my fiance and some friends a few weeks ago, or not a few weeks ago, a few months ago. And we got there and we had just missed the deadline, so we didn't get to end up going in. But I believe they have a pair of ruby slippers there too, actually, which is pretty cool. So hopefully we get to check those out eventually. Inside box has the Wizard of Oz stamped logo also. What that was. Micro pack. Please recycle. So inside we've got a certificate of authenticity from Paragon FX Group. I'll go ahead and read it just because you probably can't see it from way over there. It says, Certificate of Authenticity. This certificate guarantees that the accompanying ruby slipper prop replica set was produced by Paragon FX Group under license from Warner Brothers Studio, recreated from tireless examination and documentation of the surviving ruby slipper sets. These replicas are an accurate reproduction of that which is seen in the classic film The Wizard of Oz. Each set has been hand-assembled under the strictest of quality control and will not exceed a production run of 1,500 units. There truly is no place like home, and we're proud you've chosen to add this piece to yours, making it a cherished collectible for years to come. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I do remember reading that that the original props, Paragon had studied the original props to recreate these shoes. And I want to say they're even the same size that Judy Garland wore on the movie, which was like a size 5, I believe. And we got a piece of foam, and then inside we have the slippers themselves. And right off the bat, you can tell the colors is super pretty, like a kind of like a deep ruby red fitting. Got that one there. And this one, put this over here. Each of them is wrapped really well. We've got little sticks inside to sort of hold them together. The silica gel throwaway. So there's one of them. And really pretty, really beautiful replicas, super white inside. There's even felt on the bottom. And I heard that, they put the felt on there, they're on the screen used shoes, so that way when they were skipping on the sound stage, didn't make, a ton of sound reverberating through the whole place. Sound stages can kind of echo, so I think that's probably the reason they did that. And here's the other one. They put these little sticks to make sure the shoes held their form really well, which is nice. And you've got the inside. And here is the second shoe. Super beautiful, really deep red. People that know me know that I'm a super huge fan of red, that blood red color. I loved Cyclops' lenses from X-Men. I had some replicas of those. I need to actually get another pair, but yeah, these are the ruby slippers set. They look incredible. Just tons and tons of sequins covering the outside. And I know online it says somewhere how many sequins were used, but I remember watching a video and it's cool because you can see there's a video where it shows them under a microscope on the Smithsonian to show, you know, just how there's a little piece of string kind of running through each of these to hold them on. Really impressive. I think the screen use shoes were a little darker, I want to say. Somebody else happened to notice that. And I kind of noticed after looking at videos, I want to say that they were a tiny bit different, darker, just so they were a little flashier on screen. I could be wrong on that though, so don't quote me on that. And there is another replica of these made by Icon Studios, I want to say. I think it's called Icon Studios, and those look identical to these, and I believe they were very similar, minus the felt on the bottom, I think, wasn't on there. And also the insides were done in a, it looks kind of like a beige or like a really light yellow or like a brown. Maybe just to make them look a little more used. They had two different versions of that one. These look incredible. I'm going to put them on display probably in one of my cabinets down here with some lighting, hopefully. These quality looks fantastic. They've got the felt. We've got the sequins, the bows look great. I'll go ahead and put a couple close-ups here so you guys can take a look. I'm really impressed with Paragon's quality. I can't wait to get the Lost Boys blood bottle. Hopefully that comes within a couple weeks here. I think it's been a long time waiting, like I said, so I'm excited to check that out and hopefully do a review for that one too. So, all right, thanks for watching with me, and I'll see you guys later.